Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video and hope you guys are doing well today. And we are back with one of the final two kind of videos that we need to do for this. Enhancement Stormbringer. Now, I've looked at both of Stormbringer and Totemic and looked at some guides and things like that. And the overwhelming consensus is Stormbringer is just the way to go. So, yeah, I'm hoping I enjoy this one since it's supposedly so strong. And I'm hoping that the other one doesn't feel as bad as it looks, basically. But yeah, so I haven't played Enhancement in so long on retail. Well, since Dragonflight Season 3, actually. Of which I did push with it, and I pushed with the kind of the element... Was it the Elementalist build? I actually don't know at this point. I don't know anymore. Overall... Do I know what I'm doing? No. I've just got a Tempest proc though, so let's cast that. Seems good. I just feel like a melee LA chamois. That's how it felt in that environment anyway. We have wolves and in like ascendants, which just feels crazy to me. So let's just pump into the boss. I feel like our single target must be nuts. Got a Tempest there. I just hit for 1.2 million. Now, this is getting nerfed. So some of the numbers here, I mean, although I am actually in baby gear, like I'm not even max level yet. So, yeah, kind of insane. Another Tempest proc. We hit it twice because we used our Primordial Wave. And wow, our damage is just insane. It feels like you need to be quite reactive to some of these Tempest procs, because, I mean, they were procking very quick there, but generally, that's kind of insane how quick and fast-paced that was, and how it was actually very fun. So, let's get into this. We do have... Oh, let's try this. I feel like we did not as much damage as I thought we was going to do. So what I was trying to set up there was as many flame shocks as I could on different targets with a Tempest lightning bolt. So, you know, it duplicates it on everyone. I was hoping I was going to do lots of damage and everyone was going to call me a hero, but it didn't happen. But, I mean, we are still holding 600k with bad gear. And seeing some wildly big numbers. I mean, I could definitely see the kind of sex appeal of Enhancement Chamois at the moment. Not me, but Enhancement Chamois. It just feels like it did before. It just has... Occasionally, it hits extremely hard. Like right now, right? Yeah, that's insane. So I managed to duplicate my Tempest on every target and just obliterate them. So, wolves are back up again. Now, something I do like is you actually get wolves spawning through this spec as well. I haven't actually got it unlocked yet. So, no cooldowns, no ascendants here. It just goes back to the normal rotation, which is very simple, basically. I'm going to go and hide over here, I think. We've got Primordial Wave up. We're going to get as high Maelstrom stacks as possible. Hit for 500k, not great, but we got another one straight afterwards, so we're going to do it again. Hit for 900k that time. It's a little bit better. It does basically feel like the whole spec is revolving around these Tempest procs. Like, you've got Tempest, great, you do a lot of damage. You don't have Tempest, sorry buddy, you kind of suck. I'm consuming my Maelstrom way too quickly because I'm used to it going to 5. So every time I see this go to 5, the animation, it kind of makes me want to press the button. But that's just a lot of chatter, which is coming out of me there. But yeah, I mean, generally, fun. Overall, yeah, Tempest hits very hard. 1.5 million max, and like, yeah, it's just insane. So let's try and set it up here. I don't know if there's any way I can track. Well, the next time I get a proc, I get a Tempest thing, so that should be a pretty easy way of getting it. We want to save our Primordial Waves, I imagine. Oh, I've got a Tempest proc, so we're going to hit this mob. We're going to spread it with Lava Lash. Then we're going to do that. and then we need as many stacks as possible of Tempest. I feel like we didn't really do anything there. I don't know if I just messed it up, but I accidentally pressed Ascendance as well, so there's a very good chance I'm messing things up. This feels like a spec that I definitely need to not be tired at 6 a.m. in the morning without sleeping to play. But could be very fun. I think it's definitely something you're going to see me on in the M+ season. But here we go. Another Tempest proc. Boom. Everything just gets chunked. You just see things dying. It's kind of crazy, actually. I'm pretty sure this mage has been dead every single time I've seen him. So on the boss, we have a Tempest proc up. We have no Primordial Wave for 6, so we are going to wait for that. And we're going to try and get 10 stacks of Maelstrom as well. So Primordial Wave into the Tempest. Did a good amount of damage. I'm just standing in this. Pop a cooldown, stand in it. It's the way life is now. And like I said, right now, right this second, there's not really anything like flashy to do. So feels like our damage is a little bit poop. We've got 10 stacks, so we do have another Maelstrom proc. I'm just going to use it, because otherwise I'm not going to get to use it before the boss dies. Okay. Yeah, it definitely does feel like Maelstrom is like... Tempest is everything to the spec. You know, when I was talking about the Resto Chamois, where it's like... Farseer feels like an afterthought, it's just kind of there. Whereas Enhancement Chamois, it feels like there's nothing else but Tempest. I know that they are nerfing it a little bit. Maybe that will help that feeling where it stops doing so much of your damage. But like even gameplay-wise, it just feels like it is the be-all and end-all. So I don't know if that's going to get fixed as such. I don't know that it needs to get fixed either. Like I will say that this is just obviously my opinion, and even then I've played one dungeon with it, right? Like there's nothing to say that, and it is fun. So when I'm saying fixed is probably the wrong word, but we should get a Tempest. Oh, there we go, just as we say it. So Tempest proc there. I feel like we always want to consume Tempest procs with 10 Maelstrom. Try and get as much out as possible. I'm playing this very badly. Like, in terms of, I can already see things that I'm doing where I'm messing up the rotation. And our damage is just head and shoulders above everyone. And, like, we have good comparisons. We know what we were doing in literally exactly the same gear as LE, which is, like, kind of the big spikes of damage. But overall, it's like 250, 300k. So we have a good comparison. We're going to Lightning Bolt here. Into the Ascendance, pop a Primordial Wave, and just start pumping damage. Got a Tempest there. So we are literally just trying to pop as much as possible damage-wise. I have to say, the cooldown windows feel good. Like, the Ascendance windows feel good. Ascendance always feels kind of meaty and fun. 270k overall. Get a nice little trinket. 270k for the boss and 390k overall. So in terms of just raw damage numbers, at the moment, I'd say they're a little bit favoured towards the Enhancement Chamois. This is the build that I was running, by the way. This is the M+ build. It's literally carbon copied off Wowhead. So if you want it, go and have a look. Some of the things I'm glad that isn't being run at the moment is Ice Strike. Not a massive fan of it, as well as Hailstorm. Hailstorms, every time you use Maelstrom, you have to use like a Frost Shock afterwards, and you want to then pair that with Ice Strike, and yeah, it's just... yeah. But actually the spec's like perfectly built for what I want to do with it a lot of the time, so very happy with that. In terms of what we're missing, Tempest would give us a Wolf every now and again, which should be pretty nice. And some utility as well that we're missing on the other spec. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. More videos coming soon. The last Enhancement Chamois spec and Chamois spec in general in a second in Totemic, which I'm a little bit nervous about, so wish me luck. Thanks for watching. More videos coming soon, and peace.